DAHBOO77 for some folks out there. Panic is starting to set in terms of food prices. Now we have different big companies out there that release these charts and different statements and outlooks into the future. We already heard warnings from places like the UN and other places saying that 2021 looks to be a terrible year in terms of food production and getting food to the people that need it around the globe. We know people are starving right this very moment, not only here in this country but around the world. And everything going on with decimating businesses and slowing down production, it's definitely going to affect certain areas. Now, they take a look here at some of the areas that are seeing inflation, food inflation, and that is what is the focus right here. Goldman puts out a report saying that there's a spike in food inflation, and they're looking at these major EM economies around the globe: Turkey, South Africa, India, Brazil, Russia. All of those big indicators right there that there's something going on. And they also look at the sharp increase in the price of some key agriculture commodities like grains, oil, soybeans. All of these are creeping up. So as of right now, as the dollar's taking a hit, we see gold popping, BTC popping, other commodities popping, copper popping. Where will all this go as the dollar continues to fall? In my opinion, we're going to start to see these food prices continue to skyrocket going into 2021 as the dollar weakens. That's going to weaken your purchasing power, and this is also going to cause the price of food to rise. I'm going to break this down further on the next live stream, so make sure to join me on DLive on like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and also make sure to follow me on Parler. Links below.
Shalom, give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakadosh. Salutation to the elders and apostles, GMS groups, and ones alike, teacher and percent true. Shalom, Barakathon to them for the edification and knowledge. And double honors to the elders and apostles, GMS groups, and ones alike, teacher and percent true. Shalom, Barakathon to them for the edification and knowledge. And the foremost, give all praise again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakadosh. That was laying into food price, DAHBOO7 video relating to food prices across the globe. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 18. The beginnings of sorrows and great mourning, the beginnings of famine and great death, the beginnings of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginnings of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation, anguish are sent as scourges for the amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. So pretty much the things that's coming on, people are not going to take seriously, the things that's actually going on. And so they're going to continue blindly as business as usual. Behold, the victual shall be so good cheaper upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, such as the sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell on the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So inevitable, inescapable, simultaneous circumstances, one after the other. So these things are going to, one after the other, they're going to happen continuously. So you escape one, you're going to have to deal with one or two, three other things. And these are the things that's coming to pass. But, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. So they're not going to be slack, they're not going to hold back, they're going to come full throttle. Number 39, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 39. The one I just read was 2nd Ezra 16, 18 through 22. Let me read 23. And the dead shall cast out their dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. That's 2nd Ezra 16 and 23. And that's going to happen. So literally things are going to happen, and you're not going to have time to be comforted or warned when these calamities come upon the people. Now going back to 2nd Ezra 16 and 37 relates, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are slack. So they're not going to slack as far um, as relating to them coming. 16 and 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So when these things do come upon, you're not going to be able to escape these things relating to these different types of plagues and pestilence and famines. They're going to come from every side, and you're not going to be able to escape from these things. 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and if those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. I'm going to go to let's go to 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. We'll start at 70. For there shall be in every place, in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but shall spoil and destroy those that fear the Lord. This talks about pretty much the impending persecution that's going to happen upon specifically the Lord's people. But it also lets you know the state of condition, how the people are going to be in the latter times, relating to how the people are going to act towards one another. For example, a madman sparing none, because pretty much the hellish type of conditions that's going to be happening, man. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Home invasion, breaking and enter, looting and riot because of famine, because of lack of supplies, food, victuals, what I mean? So that's going to come, when there's going to be a time where there's going to be a lack of supplies related to food. So people are going to do a lot of things, such as home invasion, break and enter public and private entities to find some food, man. Even they're going to break in their neighbors' houses. We can go to 2nd Ezra 15. Let's read that real fast. The 2nd Ezra 15:14 start. Woe into the world and them that dwell therein. Pretty much a warning for what's to come. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's civil unrest. For there shall be sedition among men invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings, nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. And that's insurrection, sedition, mutiny, people rising and taking the power back in their hands against the kings and princes. That insurrection, that civil unrest, you know what I mean? So, pretty much utter chaos, man. A man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able. That's martial law. That's what we happen. Medical martial law, curfews, lockdowns, where you can't move to and fro. That's happening. That's going to happen, man. We in the pre-stages of that. For because of their pride, cities shall be destroyed, man. The houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid, related to the hellish state and condition that's going to be happening upon society, man. So the city's going to be in trouble, but even with all that trouble, these people are still going to be prideful, man. We're going to go to 2nd Ezra 8:50, talking about another verse. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, spoil their goods because of a lack of bread. They're going to spoil their goods, man, because of lack of bread, for example. That's a major one, famine. That's going to happen, man. And for great tribulation. Because of lack of food, people are going to go and be in a desperate state of mind. They're going to do a lot of stupid and foolish things. Home invasion, breaking and enter, looting and riot. They're not going to regard your neighbors. They're not going to regard anything, especially when things are in a dire situation. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world. These great miseries, for example, famine, pestilence, plagues, different types of plagues is going to be happening upon them because they have walked in great pride. And that's related because of their pride. The Lord's going to allow these calamities and miseries to happen upon the wicked and sinful nation, man. And this relates to pretty much the things that's going to happen, the horrors that's going to happen in the latter times, man. Related to 2 Ezra 15 and 16, man. These are the things to come, man. This is something short relating to food prices are soaring because pretty much a great need but limited supply, man. So you're going to see more increased prices on necessities related to goods, man. And that's what's happening. Global famine, you know. I mean, we the precursors of global famine globally. So we in very interesting times. 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou time diligently in itself, and when thou seest the parts of the signs past, which I have told thee before. So these things were spoken that a generation is going to experience relating to the latter times, certain things to come. And thou shalt understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he has made. And he's visiting with different fearful sights, signs, troubles upon the earth, man, before the Lord comes back, man. So he's precursively beginning to manifest what he is making, man, relating to these signs. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Matthew 24, Luke 21, Mark 13, every day. That's the times we're in. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Things happen in different places, man. That's the times we're in, man. Romans 13:11. High time to wake out of sleep because our salvation may be nearer than we believe, man. So it's time to wake up, man, and see what we need to see. You know? So that being said, I hope this helped. Whoever listened, give all praise to Yahweh, Shem Yahshua, Shem Rakadash, Shalom.